And you formed a heavy metal band with Body Count, right?
Yeah, so when the OG album came out, we debuted Body Count on that record.
Because I remember Cop Killer vividly when that came out. It obviously met with a lot of controversy.
Well, they played it up like we did it as a result of Rodney King.
Right.
But really, we could have preempted Rodney King. You know, the record had been out almost a year and a half before the controversy hit. I walked into the studio singing Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads. And my drummer was like, man, they need a cop killer. I'm like, why? He said, so these cops will know they can't get away with what they doing. So I'm like, what if a guy snapped because of police brutality? Of course, by the time the press got it, I was replying to Rodney King. I was putting out all this stuff. I was trying to get people to do it. It was such a, you know, they just washed it. Completely spun it crazy.
Now, Coco, were you aware of Ice-T at this point?
No, that's the thing. I didn't even know who he was. And I heard his name, but I couldn't even pick him out, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why when we met and his friend introduced me to him, I didn't really know what he looked like. I didn't know what he was about. I didn't know what he had done. And we really met from ground zero. Like when we dated, he had to teach me what he did. Because he changes, he morphs. He changes into conservativeness, into rock star, into...
Wearing all these different hats.
Going in the hood.
I'm teaching kids.
You gotta appreciate the irony, though, of like playing cop killer now and you playing a cop for 15 years or so now, right?
Well, I mean, it throws a lot of people off. They don't get it. But I tell them I was acting on the record. I mean, I never killed no cops. I'm not finna to kill no cops.
Right.
They're both characters.
So, looking back, any regrets?
I don't really have any regrets. Law and Order definitely was the smartest move I ever made because the music business changed tremendously in those years that I've been on that show. And what I did was I jumped to another vehicle. My fans that were fans of me matured. Now they have kids and they watch the show. So now after being out of the loop for so long, they're hungry. They're like, Ice, make another record, make another record, make another record. I want to show my kids what it sounds like. So I'm like, okay, this 15 years has cleaned my palate and it's made me hungry for the stage.
Yeah.
So I'm about to return, you know, and hit them in the head with that hardcore that they missed. So I'm ready.